Hey guys, welcome to the Vault. This is a star-studded episode of Monday Morning Critz. Usual suspects here are Jason Mead, aka Hat Crawler, John from Ink Park, and then returning guest Chad, aka CBS Ink, and then the BP Mercenaries Paco and Blaze Rock. So I think John is going to be handling the hosting duties and responsibilities. So John, take it away.
Yeah, I guess we had to give Pierre a night off once in a while, right?
Every now and then.
Every now and then. So what we're gonna do, we got to like Leon said, we have star-studded cast here, so very well. So what we're gonna do is each one's gonna kind of pick one that is fire, that they love, and you could say if you change something about it, and then one that needs some work, that needs to be changed. So let's start off with Mr. CBS Ink, Chad. There.
Okay.
Which one are you choosing first, my friend?
Well, there's two that I really like. What are we doing? Two that we like, right?
Just one that you really love. Oh, you can pick two. It doesn't matter to me.
All right, I can't choose between the two. So I'm
That's
liking
fine.
both Sharktooth and Buff Puffin.
Okay.
I think I really like the mascot-driven designs, and I also really like what C. Rob's trying to do here with that shark's tooth, with letting the embroidery do the work. I think they're both really nice. I'm not too sure about that one tattoo right in the middle of the Puffin's chest, but other than that, yeah, I think those are really great.
All right.
Great
Cool,
colorway,
man.
great, yeah.
All right. Appreciate that. All right. Let's see. Let's go to, how about Jason? Which one you feeling, Jason?
It's a tough one. I'm feeling Hostile Hollow
Okay.
by Austin.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. That green and gray works well together. I think that that wolf is really going to stand out against all that green embroidery. So yeah, that's what I'm going with. And it'd be pretty cool if they made some like the moon and the teeth and stuff glow in the dark.
Yeah,
in the eyes.
That would be cool. And we've seen where they use that black on black too with some of other designs that comes out really well.
It does.
All right, cool. All right, Paco, which one?
I'm actually, in fact, you can put my heart emoji right in between two.
Okay.
And first off, Cap Queens. Dopest Robot is becoming one of my favorite designers.
Yeah.
And of course, it's hip hop related. So Brooklyn Blueprints. There is something that I'd probably change in Blueprints, but man, I love it. Love that.
Yeah. Could you imagine if they printed that graffiti on there?
Exactly what I was thinking, and even a different color for the fill, not necessarily outline, but for the fill.
Yeah. Really give it that blueprint feel.
Like I really like that design is just different. You know, you never see something like this. I love when people really reach out and try something.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about Leon?
Right there with Paco. I'm really into Brooklyn Blueprints, Helio Studios. When Clink Room came back initially, they were Peter was pumping out design after design after design. Not all of them made it. We haven't seen him for a while, and he came back with a strong one. Brooklyn Dodger ties, so it's colored like a Dodger hat, so I'm all in.
Yeah.
We got the dark royal, light navy, white button, green under, classic look. Trains are hard to pull off. He did it in a cool way.
The trolley Dodger, he did a great job with that one.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, because if you look at it wrong, even it almost looks like a stereo. Even it's kind of dope.
Yeah,
I'm totally into that one. So shout out to Peter over there at Helio.
All right, Blaze, give it to me.
All right, man. I'm gonna say right off the bat that Cap Queens is so dope to me.
Yeah,
it's and I have a thing for cards and that type of design, so I'm there 100%. I will say I do need to put one on Ice Cream also. Man, as soon as I saw that, it's colorful, it's bright, it's goofy, and of course it's almost a dad joke in and of itself. it's so dope. There's a few other ones that I would have, I would say if I was able to steal a third, I do have a third, but we'll stick with those two.
My only problem with ice cream is the logo is very vertical.
Yeah.
And I'm
Tilted.
not sure.
Yeah,
if
I was gonna
it
say
tilted
angle.
or
Yeah,
or maybe
It's
make the cone
huge
coming
on
out
that
the
cap.
back. Yeah, come
It
out
looks
the back of
big.
the head or something.
That embroidery's going clear to the
Or
button.
or put it in a bowl instead of a
Yeah,
cone.
there you go.
yeah,
Um,
that would work.
Oh,
That would
work
work
great.
pretty good. So
Yeah, it would.
that was
Yeah, I've
my
done-
one issue with that one.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
the cone isn't even your eye focus, no matter
Right.
what. So yeah, you could totally go in the bowl and work perfect.
Yeah, and I'm gonna piggyback off of Paco too, and everyone else. The Cap Queens and Blueprints are probably my favorite this week. Shark Tooth is great as well, and Buff Puffin is great.
Puffin,
So
yeah.
those are all really great designs. But man, those top two left, I think those are definitely heaters for this week for sure and straight through. All right, so back around. What's one that you might want to see some changes, because they're all pretty strong designs this week. Let's see, who do we start with? Chad. That's the one.
All right, we're changing something here, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I would again, I'm going to pick on two. So the as designers, we know that the template that we're given from the Clink room, if you turn on the guides, they'll show you where the print should be. And it's okay to kind of expand it a little bit out of that framework. And Ice Cream and what's the warrior one? Koa Warrior?
Fortress?
Warrior.
Oh,
If I think those designs would just look so much better if they were to size. And I think they're illustrated really well, but when I see them as a designer, I think, boy, they didn't even try to make it look like what it's gonna look like on a cap.
Mhm.
yeah. Well, that's good. That's some good input. Let's see, who do we go to next? Do we go to Paco? We'll go to Paco.
oh, cool. There are two. There are two. The Koa Warrior,
Yeah.
I would change. I understand the whole floral crown thing. I just don't think it works for me. I would rather see a solid block crown for that. And as much as I love Sneaky Joe, the other one would be Fortress. I feel like it all just kind of blends together. I'd like to see more of an outline, more of a pop rather than a blend for this particular design. I think it's an absolute dope design. It's just got to have something that differentiates everything.
Maybe
Yeah,
the
my
crown
issue-
color even. Maybe the
Yeah.
color of the crown. I
Yeah.
think that'll help.
My issue with that one is from right here, I couldn't tell what they were. I really had to lean in to even see what it was, and then it is a cool design once you know what it actually is.
Right.
Yeah. All right.
yeah.
How about you, Jason? We'll go to you.
That's this. Let's see. So I agree with Paco on the Koa Warrior. The one thing I would change there, I keep the floral, but I put it as an under
Yeah.
instead.
Oh,
And
there you go.
Yeah, I was
then-
going to ask that. Is it because there's so much floral, or is that there's
it's
smarter
just-
ways to use it?
There's probably smarter ways to use it. A full floral crown is going to be very difficult. So I think he does need to clean up the shading in that logo a little bit. That's not going to embroider. You could tell this is probably his first venture into hat design. So there's a lot of shading and highlighting and stuff that he'll have to clean up. And then again, I'm going to agree with Paco again on Fortress. I get what he's going for there, but if I think he takes it down to like 3 warriors and just like puts them together, standing there ready to block whatever coming, take some of those spears away. There's just way too much detail, fine detail in that hat.
And don't those shields have like a upside down V on them or something like that? I mean, isn't there typically like a design that I'm thinking those are Spartans, right?
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look like
Yep.
Spartans.
To look like
Kind of a
Spartans.
booby wall.
maybe something like that.
That does kind of look like a
But,
wall.
you know,
of
like
bullets, so.
help
Wall of
sell the
bullets.
fact that it's a bunch of shields, you know.
Right. Of
Yeah,
course
I-
you would go there, Leon.
Sorry,
Yep.
sorry. Shout out
So-
to Sneaky Joe.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
great concept.
It's yeah.
I think he just needs to clean it up and highlight, you know, the Spartan itself, and maybe take away a few of them, highlight that red. But yeah, I think it's
Cool.
almost there. It's almost there.
Yeah. How about you, Leon?
The ones I kind of wanted to pick on, I guess, were talked about a lot. Cold Warrior, and Ice Cream. You kind of just need to play with the dimensions. You can't realistically go that high. And then with the floral pattern, I think he designed that floral too. So I don't even know if that would even be an option to do custom floral. There are a couple floral options available to him. I'm not sure if he's seen them or whatever, but I think they're really well illustrated. I think they're cool looking. But just you got to play with the canvas a little bit. You got to know what you're working with. So those are the two that I would deal with.
All right. How about you, Blaze?
Yeah, Cold Warrior, everybody's jumping on it. I kind of looked at it like the first thing I noticed was the floral pattern, and it looks kind of cool. So even if they just took the floral pattern out and tried to stick with one of those darker blues or that sort of off turquoise color, it's it would be a very unique color, and it would still bring kind of the same angle they're going for, but it'd be a little easier to sell, I think, because you're looking at a solid color and it kind of contrasts pretty well with the rest of the design. The other one, and we all talked about Ice Cream, and I really think that a bowl or something else, or even if you shrunk the cone itself would be good. That I really like the design of the logo itself, but yeah, the cone and the fact that even in this 2D sort of stretched looking thing, it really does look like it's about to have some sprinkles on the crown on the button, and that's nuts. But yeah, those are my two.
Another idea for Ice Cream would be it to be sitting on the ground, like kind of melting, and that's why the ice cream is
like it
screaming,
fell. Yeah,
like it
yeah.
fell,
He's
or is,
melting on the ground.
is falling.
That's funny. Yeah.
Oh,
And then that way you could even shrink the cone just by the fact that it's fallen. If it falls, boom, you got the cone. It's tiny, and it would make sense. Yeah.
What do you guys think of the undervisor on that? I mean, you got such a colorful hat.
And then a plain undervisor. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, and then it's just like what is it, like a purple undervisor?
Looks like it's black.
Looks
Black or gray?
Yeah.
I
Yeah, that
can't
was
quite
black.
tell.
I almost want like a pink undervisor.
I would.
on
Yeah,
that.
I was just about to say that. I would love for it to be the pink of the ice cream. That would be awesome to me.
That,
Really
and
fit.
that's one of my issues with her immunity, is that undervisor color.
Mm.
I really like the design. I like how they incorporated the fingerprint into the zebra.
Mhm.
I'm not sure about the name. I get what he was going for there. But yeah, it's that black undervisor. Go gray or maybe just go all black hat with the orange undervisor or something.
Flip it.
That would
Flip
be
it,
dope.
yeah.
I think that would be dope too.
And
Yeah.
I was actually just noticing Austin's Hostile Hollow. That UV with that hat, with that design is dope.
Yes,
Mhm.
yes.
I
Way to do
really
it
like
right
that.
there.
That's ice. Yes, it is.
So with herd humidity, I guess he wanted to do something kind of similar to the chameleon. So
Yeah,
that
yeah.
kind of same effect. So I guess only on there would be only thing it would be embroidered is the gold.
All
And,
raised.
and then the
And
okay,
like
the
when
negative
when
space
they're in a herd, animals don't see in color, so everything kind of just blends.
blends, right.
My question
So-
is, where's the immunity part come in?
I think he would have been better off saying unity. Unity
Yeah,
would
I
have
think
been.
so.
Well,
better
I think
rather
he was
than
playing on words and current
Yeah.
times and stuff
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I could see that, but like,
Yeah, it's like it's still kind of it's like
It's actually
we get
kind
but
it.
I think that's like the afterthought. You got a great design here.
Right.
I guess
Right.
it really
Totally.
doesn't matter.
Totally.
And then General Dane, I mean, I like the design, but I think like the color to me is just
Too muted.
it's
Or
too
too-
muted, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Maybe the outline.
I mean, it's a
change,
cool
too.
the logo's done well, but to
Yeah.
me the color is just green on green.
Right.
Again, the logo to me, it's a little too vertical. A little too, top to bottom.
Yeah, and there's not
Figure-
much contrast, right? There's
yeah.
no good darks and no good lights.
Figure out a
maybe-
way to widen it out, whether you show more of the Dane's body or something
some
like that.
stars on the
Add
sides
him a
of them or
backpack
something.
or something like that on him.
Yeah,
some
I don't know.
straps. Yeah.
Yeah, and you guys all touched on everything pretty well. Like with Fortress, I agree with you guys. Maybe if he took out the latter half of the, kept the 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of in the middle there, maybe expounded on the helmets a little bit more, because
Yeah.
that's always cool.
Mhm.
Took out some of those spears, maybe like Chad said with the V's, that would be really good. I think Shark Tooth is really good.
Shark Tooth is one of those that it suffers from being a mock-up.
Yeah.
I guarantee.
What-
guarantee.
That's gonna look.
We all see the
fantastic.
embroidery on that, and that
Yep.
thing is in
It's
its
gonna look
cell.
fantastic.
It's going to be
Oh, yeah.
insane
But-
if that gets a
Oh, yeah.
print.
You
Yeah.
can't really. It's so hard to do
It's,
that.
hard,
in a
it's a hard
mock-up.
sell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally.
That's a cool
And-
design. It's gonna embroider extremely crazy, especially with Casey running that design and sample. But it's just a tough sell right now.
How do you feel about the colors on that? Because he's the same guy that did the sailfish one, right? So to
I
me,
don't mind.
the navy and the blue, there's nothing really in the design that ties that together, or there's no reasons. Like, I feel like maybe the sailfish was black gray, so he didn't want to make another black gray hat. Just like, all right, let's make it navy. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
I like the
I'll be-
navy though. I like the navy, especially because
Yeah.
you're thinking Shark Tooth, you're thinking ocean,
Kind of a
you're thinking
nautical
water.
theme.
Yeah, exactly. The further out you get, you're thinking of the darker.
And I think when you do
blues,
like a really dark background, that's when that white embroidery is really going to pop.
pop.
Mhm.
Yep. Agreed.
Yeah, we'll see. Because I mean, right now as it sits, I mean, I would hate to not see blueprints go through because it's such a great design. But
Yeah.
from week to week, some of these polls are just weird.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
You're like, oh, that's
seriously.
a winner, and then it's like, what
Yeah.
happened in the polls?
The poll.
Like-
it'll be like 80%
honestly,
no on something.
I
It's
honestly,
crazy.
I don't even pay attention to the polls because
No.
It's so
I mean,
disheartening
it's-
as a
it's-
designer. It's so disheartening.
right. Well, it's also it's also the internet, and you got anonymous people. I guarantee are just hitting no on a lot of
Right.
these.
I agree.
Just to
Yeah.
do it.
No
yeah.
intention to buy or not buy. So
Yeah.
it's tough to look at the results of the poll.
Yeah, so back to the Koa design, Koa Warrior. So I don't know, if everyone's familiar with like the Hawaiian warrior helmet, that like mask they used to wear,
Mhm.
but they would have like these strips below. To me, I think maybe he was trying to go for a monsterish type of look with the like sharp teeth. But I feel like it looks like it's almost like alien tentacles coming out of it too.
It looks
It's funny you say.
squid-
It's funny
like
you say
squid.
that. The first time I saw it, and because there's that weird outline on the one part that's up to the top left, I thought he was going for Predator or something of the something like that.
Mm.
I thought it was
Then
killer pineapple.
Yeah, I thought it was a pineapple too. I'm with
And
you,
that's
Leon.
Killer pineapples
See,
from
and that-
Hawaii.
Yeah.
As a designer, because I've done these type of warrior masks before, you want to stay true to the warrior mask but
Mm.
give it character,
Right.
Yeah.
right? So there's that fine line. So I just think he needs to tweak it. I don't think we've ever seen Jack Darden, so this might be one of his first attempts, and it's great. Like
Mhm.
you want to
Great
put all this,
idea.
I mean, I
yeah,
see
you want to
that,
put all this in a hat, but
he
sometimes
wants
you
to
just
show
gotta
the detail to blow this up. I'm wondering,
you
does
know-
he need the surfboards in there? And
Well, or I was even thinking take the surfboards and put them behind the mask, like
Yeah.
the skull and crossbones, like, or the pirate.
Oh.
Yeah, I
And
thought
that
that's
would
what he was
actually
going for too. I
that
thought
would
that's what he was
actually
going
help
for.
with the dimensions of the logo as well.
yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like a
thicken
pirate's
up those
logo.
lines. Thicken up those lines.
Mhm.
yeah.
This is embroidery.
Yeah,
Uh,
I
I
this looks
picked
like
on
a-
ice
some-
cream for being too big on there, but that will embroidery. That will
Mhm.
embroider well. Um,
Yep.
Yeah.
Actually, for this week, not too bad, man. I mean,
No, it's great. week.
it's been
It's a strong
really-
week.
Yeah. And
I
I would have to say the top two definitely, just from what we see is Cap Queens and Brooklyn Blueprints,
Mhm.
but it'll be interesting to see what everyone votes on for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really like herd immunity.
So
Yeah,
just
I do
needs-
too.
I think
do
he
I.
needs to change the name. I think
Yeah.
that's what's throwing me off on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he started with
agree.
that name and it evolved
Mm.
into this
Mhm.
design. Just change the name,
Well, so
I-
looking at what he was trying to do is, looking at his IG, he says that when they're in herd, apparently there's several theories that include immunity to fly bites, protection from the sun, and identification.
Yeah.
So there's a story behind it, but
Wow.
I think
Just a
I think
weird
you're
word.
right. Like, no one's going to read that, right? No one's going to go to his page and read that. So, herd invisibility would have been kind of cool,
Yeah.
because everyone knows, when zebras are together, that's part of their thing, right? Because all the stripes, they're invisible to prey.
Like herd identity.
Yeah.
Because
Oh yeah, the
you
fingerprint.
got the fingerprint, and then
Yeah.
when you're part of a herd, you're a group instead of an individual, but that would be bringing them out. I don't know. I get what he's going for. It's bad timing on that name, I think.
Yeah,
I hear that.
really a lot of strong designs.
And
Only
maybe just rethink the UV on that.
I would flip them. I would just go black crown, black brim, orange UV.
Yeah.
Sorry,
I
we
mean,
keep cutting you off, John.
Yeah, sorry.
yeah. No, I was gonna say I don't mind that UV. I just don't like when it's all black, and then like black under, and then you know what I mean. As long as he breaks it up, it's not too bad. So, but for the most part, I think, like we said, like that Brooklyn Blueprints, man, that's a classic. If they do white guts, man, that's a banger right there. And Dopest Robot, the Capped Villain, she's been doing some really good stuff, and this one hits right there. Some of that finer detail will probably be fixed up, but man, good job on all the clinkers this week. So
fresh.
There's a King version too, right? That she put out.
She did a King version as well.
Oh,
So
man,
I saw the old
release them
version of
both.
this.
That'd be dope.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I hope they release them both. That'd be dope.
I was just gonna say I saw her previous colorway for this cap, and I really liked this colorway. I forget what it was, but the changes that she made on it looks great.
It was a burgundy, like a really dark burgundy or wine cap, and then it was a red top brim and an orange under brim, like a gold under brim. But yeah, I think you're right. I think
this looks more like royal. These
Legal,
colors.
Totally.
Yeah.
So she went with the dark navy, the gold, and then the red under. So
they don't do off-color eyelets often either, right? It's very rare for a Clink.
Clink? No, not really.
They
So I
should.
don't know how they'll
They
do
should
that,
do it more
but-
often.
Yeah. I think it's just one more variable that it's
Yeah,
just
they just
to
want to
keep
cut
track
down.
of. Yeah.
I can tell you too, Dopest Robot or Cap Villain, she takes all of this stuff into consideration during the week too.
Oh yeah.
Like if you come to her with an idea, like she'll listen to you
Yeah.
for sure.
And actually, you know what? All of them do. Gabe hits me up constantly. Sneaky Joe, we have conversations. So Ascot, he's new, and Jack Dart, he's new, so I don't really know them in this, and then C Rob, but a lot of the clinkers we talk, and so these guys will bounce ideas off me or other individuals, and I'm here for them. So, but yeah, great week, guys, and I appreciate everyone being on. Jason, all you guys taking the time out on your Sunday to help us out. Blaze and Paco, we'll definitely have you guys on again, and great week. Clinkers, keep it up. And Leon, big fella, take it away.
Yeah, let us know in the comments which of these designs you want to see go to pre-order. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Drop a like on the video on the way out. Until next time, stay fitted. We out. Peace, guys.